Dear Diary, I am so in love with my country, all for now. My country's taking me to a parade. Dear Diary, everywhere I turn, I hear people extolling the virtues of my country, telling how lucky I am to be with her. Even though I admire a lot of things about her, for example, she has a remarkable music collection, fascinating stories, and a real natural beauty, it's still starting to feel a little claustrophobic. Dear Diary, today I found out that my country has been telling other people to tell me about how great she is. Don't you think that's kind of immature? I mean, I guess she was kind of insecure because she's a lot younger than a lot of other countries, but still, doesn't my country trust me to think for myself? Dear Diary, I'm getting a little worried about my relationship with my country. You see, as much as I want to love and support and nurture her, this one-way giving is starting to feel a little unhealthy. I mean, sometimes she doesn't even meet my basic needs, and that's just not okay. When I struggle to explain, for example, I need to feel celebrated when she's tolerated. She goes, But I get the distinct impression she's only pretending to listen. And I've noticed sometimes, when she thinks I'm not looking, my country steals my checkbook and spends it on things like new combat boots for her and her friends, and then she lectures me about independence. Something just doesn't feel right. Dear Diary, today my country and her best friend church had a huge party. Secretly, I was kind of glad because church always looks at me weird, like she wants to control my body or something. Deep down, I know she's just dying to get in bed with my country. I suggested maybe she and church should cool off for a bit and have a trial separation. My country looked at me as if I were crazy. She needs church's support right now, she said. Whatever, I think church should go get laid. Dear Diary, I asked my country today if she'll love me when I'm old and gray. She said as long as she doesn't have to go helping me out or nothing. That hurt my feelings. I mean, I work hard to provide for my country. Heck, I even pay my country's bills. We made up though, when she told me to take off all my clothes and lie steady go on the bed. Then she said even though she enjoyed it, it made me a dirty whore. My country sure does give some mixed messages. Dear Diary, my country claims she's suffering from multiple personality disorder. She claims she hears two voices in her head. She calls them blue and red. But I personally never see any changes in her when this happens. I confided the symptoms to my psychologist friend who diagnosed her as clinically bipartisan. My country is going on Prozac. Dear Diary, today my country accused me of betrayal when I was simply pointing out the virtues of another country. This, of course, segued into the topic of non-monogamy. So, my country finally told me to tell her that I had the courage to tell her that we should open up our relationship. I explained maybe I wasn't the type to settle down with just one country, that even if we did live with her, I didn't belong to her, that I have love and allegiances that surpass just one country. At first, my country pleaded with me to stay, even driving out flags as a reminder. But when I refused to back down, my country went ballistic. I mean, completely narcissistic, screaming that she's number one and that I'm a free-living commune, that I'm flirting with Canada right in front of her face. I pointed out that she was always going around, invading other countries' personal spaces and ultimately breaking their hearts. I learned my country does not enjoy hearing the truth told right to her face like that. She completely shut down, cracked a beer, and turned on the news. The kind that only she likes to hear, these narcissistic pledges, these meaningless platitudes that massage her ego and justify her aggression. It's incessant. I fear powerless. I want constructive discussions, me and her. But it seems like all my country is looking for is a cheerleader. Dear Diary, my country and I broke up today. It's almost like a hurricane swept through our relationship, rendering it seemingly irreparable. It seems for all my country's talk of core family values, she's completely unreliable, completely undependable, and I can't have a relationship with a country I don't trust. So me and some friends from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we're planning on staging a critical intervention. Signing off for now. Grieving America. Citizen.